At the same time, countries that aspire to become new centers of power within the global system, such as India, are building cyber programs that present varying levels of threat to Canada. Les nouveaux États concentrent leurs activités dans le cyberespace.
New states are focusing their cyber efforts on domestic threats and regional rivals. They also, however, use their cyber capabilities to track and surveil activists and dissidents living abroad. Furthermore, cybercrime remains a persistent, widespread, and disruptive threat to Canadians. And cyber threat actors continue to target our most critical systems.
Over to Bridget Walsh, the Associate Head of the Canadian Centre for Cybersecurity.
Thank you, Rajiv. Les États adversaires deviennent...
Foreign state adversaries are getting bolder and more aggressive. We have observed them moving beyond espionage towards more disruptive activities. These methods are being combined with online information campaigns meant to intimidate our communities and shape public opinion.
We're seeing cyber criminals driven by profit, benefiting from new illicit business models that give them easier access to malicious tools. We also see them using artificial intelligence to support their criminal activity. We've also highlighted that the services Canadians rely on are increasingly being targeted by ransomware. As we've seen in the last 2 years, such ransomware attacks can have devastating consequences for organizations and people, emphasizing the need for better protections. Finally, non-state actors like hacktivists are taking advantage of our major global conflicts and political controversies to carry out disruptive activities on their own.
If it's not clear already, Canada is confronting an expanding and complex cyber threat landscape. Tools that make our digital lives easier also make it easier for cyber criminals to disrupt them. The platforms we rely on to connect with family and friends are being used to promote division.
These efforts are being led by a growing cast of malicious and unpredictable state and non-state cyber threat actors who are seizing any opportunity to leave their mark. The ongoing presence of these threats underscores the urgent need for greater awareness, education, and stronger defenses. That's where our National Cyber Threat Assessment comes in. By offering critical insights, the report empowers Canadian organizations and individuals to prepare for and defend against current and emerging threats.
En réalité, nous ne pouvons pas toujours...
The reality is that we can't always predict where the next cyber threat will come from. But what we can do is that we are sure that no matter where it comes from, we're ready to face it. For all levels of government and businesses and organizations of all sizes, this means investing in cybersecurity.
It also means implementing appropriate cybersecurity measures, even the most basic ones. Actually, especially the most basic ones. Sharing the best practices and the tools, and working together to strengthen our resilience against evolving cyber threats. And you may have already read this report and found it concerning. We're often asked what keeps us up at night. Well, pick the page. Here's what reassures me, however, is that CSC and the Cyber Center are focused on tackling these threats. En travaillant étroitement avec les partenaires
Working in close collaboration with international partners, the private sector, all levels of government, academics, and critical infrastructure, we're helping to protect the systems that are vital to our daily lives.
Threats require countrywide responses, and we all have a role to play in building a safer...
Okay, we are listening to a live update from senior government officials on cyber threats, saying that Canada is under threat from cyber criminals, and a number of cybersecurity measures, including very basic ones, need to be taken.